Everyday English expressions. Chapter 1. 1.
How have you been?
How have you been getting along?
What have you been doing?
What have you been up to?
Where have you been keeping yourself?
We all have missed you.
How is your family?
Terrible. I'm heartbroken.
Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting you here. 2.
Goodbye now.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good day.
Take care of yourself.
It's been nice seeing you.
Say hello to Janet for me.
Please remember me to Miss Lee.
Please give my regards to your mother.
Look at the time. I've really got to go.
I should be going. It's getting late.
Remember me to your family.
Please give my kind regards to your brother. 3.
Thank you for taking the time to help.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for all your trouble.
Thank you just the same.
Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you for cheering me up.
Thank you for cheering me up.
I shall remember your kindness.
I'm fine, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not at all.
Don't mention it.
That's all right. That's okay.
Don't worry. Forget it.
Oh, it's nothing.
I'm glad I could be of some help to you.
It's not worth mentioning.
Don't mention it. 4.
Would you repeat what you said?
Would you say it again?
Will you repeat it?
I beg your pardon. Pardon me?
Will you speak more slowly?
Excuse me, I didn't hear you well.
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
I don't understand what you mean.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand you.
What do you mean by that?
What's that?
What did you say?
Do you mean it?
5.
Please let me think it over.
Wait a minute, please.
I can't remember.
What shall I call it?
I can't think of the exact word.
It's on the tip of my tongue. 6.
I don't understand.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure.
I can't say.
I don't know what to do.
I'm at my wit's end.
God knows what may happen.
Can't make up my mind.
I doubt it.
I wonder. Probably not. 7.
I'm terribly sorry.
Please forgive me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
That's my fault.
That's not your fault.
I guess it's sort of my fault.
Well, that's no one's fault.
Excuse me for a moment.
I'm the one who should be blamed for it.
I beg your pardon.
I don't know what excuse to offer.
I don't know how to apologize to you.
I didn't mean that.
It couldn't be helped.
It was very careless of me.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
I'm not fit to be seen in public.
I'm sorry I can't help you.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I didn't want to cause you any trouble.
Next time, I'll do a better job. 8.
I think so too.
Yes, I understand.
I see what you mean.
I think you're quite right.
You can say that again.
I agree to your plan.
I'm for that plan.
9.
I don't think so.
I'm afraid I don't agree.
I'm inclined to disagree with that.
Well, I'm not sure if I agree.
I wonder if there's a mistake.
No, I don't believe so.
You're kidding.
I'm afraid you're mistaken.
No, that's wrong.
You can't be serious.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
10. Would you do me a favour?
May I ask a favour of you?
May I ask you a favour?
Could you speak more slowly?
Won't you please help me?
May I smoke?
May I come in?
Do you mind if I smoke?
May I use the bathroom?
May I use the phone?
May I have a look at it?
May I join you?
May I be excused?
Would you mind if I go out?
I wonder if I could use your car.
May I be excused from the lesson today?
Will you let me have a holiday tomorrow?
May I come and see you now?
May I go through? 11.
Will this do?
How will this be?
Is this all right?
Do you think it's all right?
Is everything all right with this schedule?
12.
How about going there with me?
Would you like to?
Would you like to come along with me?
Won't you?
Won't you play tennis with me?
Let's play badminton this afternoon.
Let's get together tonight.
How about going shopping with me?
How about going to the movies this weekend?
Suppose.
Suppose we wait till tomorrow.
Shall we go?
How about a drink? What about a drink?
13.
Good enough?
Sounds all right.
All right. No problem. It's no trouble.
Sounds good. Sounds terrific.
What a good idea.
Okay with me. Fine with me.
I will if I can.
Okay, if I have to.
Okay, if you want me to.
You've got a deal.
I'll take care of it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, I'll give it some thought.
14. No, thank you.
No way.
I'm afraid not.
What for?
I can't help it.
Please excuse me.
I'd rather not.
Probably not.
Why must I? Why should I?
That's silly. It sounds silly.
Don't be silly.
I'm not in the mood.
That's not a good idea.
You shouldn't say that.
It's too difficult for me.
Sorry, I have no time.
I'm sorry, but I'm in a hurry.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can manage it.
I have other business to attend to. 15.
Will this Sunday suit you?
Will it be convenient for you?
When will it be convenient for you?
When is a good day for the party?
Can you make it?
When can you make it?
Will that suit you?
Is this Thursday okay with you?
Will it be all right with you?
Will you be free tomorrow? 16.
Can I suggest something?
Why don't you come with me?
You had better do it now.
You had better be careful.
You ought to tell the truth.
Won't you have a seat, Mr. Lee?
You had better do as I suggested.
Why don't you have breakfast?
You shouldn't do that.
We had better hurry up, or we won't make it in time.
Maybe you better come with us.
Please hurry.
You can't back out now.
You're on your own.
I think you better do it yourself.
Better not take any chances.
Calm down and everything will be okay.
Don't work so hard, or you'll get sick.
Don't be an impulse buyer.
Don't worry about the time, please.
Take your time.
Do your best and don't worry. 17.
Can't you say it in a nice way?
You are the one who should be quiet.
You must not be late for school again.
Don't pull a practical joke on me.
Don't be so formal.
Don't make a fool of me.
You're never serious.
Don't talk big. 18.
Best we ever had.
Excellent.
Super.
Terrific.
Great.
Not bad at all.
Well done, well done.
Wonderful.
Incredible.
I'm impressed.
That's something.
19.
Is something wrong with you?
You look depressed.
What's the matter?
What's wrong?
Is everything okay?
Did I hurt your feelings?
Don't be depressed.
Cheer up.
What do you mean by that?
What a pity. That's too bad.
I don't blame you for getting mad.
Pull yourself together.
Look on the bright side.
20.
Don't let it bother you.
No hard feelings.
Don't feel so bad.
What's bugging you?
Why do you look so worried?
What is it with you?
You're wearing yourself out.
You look down.
It could happen to anyone.
It's all in your mind.
I'm on your side.
Don't worry about it. 21.
I think this is what I like best.
That's terrific. That's great.
We've come from behind.
I'm glad to hear the good news.
It's a relief to hear that.
22.
What's that?
Do you mean it?
I can hardly believe it.
Can you believe it?
It's incredible.
Really? You don't say so. Don't tell me.
Is that right?
You scared me.
It's amazing.
Are you serious? You can't be serious.
You don't mean it.
You don't mean to say so.
You can't expect me to believe that.
Do you know what you're saying?
That's news to me.
Oh my gosh. Dear me.
Well, well, well.
23.
Are you sure?
You'd better believe it.
There's no doubt about it.
It might be true.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm not sure.
I should think so.
I thought so.
I bet you.
24.
You were too strained.
That's too bad.
I feel miserable.
It's too bad it had to end this way.
I feel really down.
25.
What can I do about it?
How terrible.
How unfortunate.
There's nothing you can do.
Absolutely nothing.
We acted like fools.
I'm really beat.
I've had it.
I'm exhausted.
I've got the blues.
This is very embarrassing.
Fat chance.
I ran into a little trouble.
I think we got a big problem. 26.
I'm bushed.
I'm dead.
I'm dead tired.
I feel a little tired from the work. 27.
I should have known better.
I wish I had never come.
That's what I told you.
Whose fault is that?
You shouldn't do that.
Do you blame me for this? 28.
Not me.
It wasn't me.
Why me?
Why shouldn't I?
You should do it now.
I beg your pardon. 29.
What's your hobby?
What are you interested in?
My hobby is reading comic books.
I'm interested in music.
We have many good tastes in common.
You have good taste in fashion, don't you?
It's a matter of personal taste.
The picture isn't to my taste. 30.
Where do you come from?
Where were you born?
Where did you go to school?
I went to Columbia University.
I graduated from university in 1988.
I'm a senior at a university.
What's your major? Junior.
Senior. 31.
What's your job?
What company do you work for?
What kind of company is it?
Where is your office?
Anything else you want to know?
Where is your office?
How many children do you have?
Do you have any children?
Are you married?
How old is your husband?
How many people are there in your family?
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
What does your brother do?
I'm not married.
Yes, I have one brother, sister.
There are 9 people in my family.
I have a large family.
33.
What's the weather like?
How is the weather today?
How is the weather there?
Do you know the weather forecast for tomorrow?
Do you think it will be fine tomorrow?
I hope the weather forecast is right.
I hope it'll clear up.
The weather is threatening, isn't it?
Do you think it'll rain today?
It has been very changeable lately.
It was cloudy in the morning.
It's a lovely day, isn't it?
It's fine. It's cloudy. It's snowing. It's very bright.
The sky is bright and clear.
It's getting cloudy a little.
I think the weather is going to be bad.
It looks like rain.
It has begun to rain.
It is raining heavily.
It's only a shower.
It's raining cats and dogs.
What awful weather we have been having.
Is it still raining?
The rain will soon be over.
The wind is rising.
The wind is blowing hard.
The wind is going down.
The wind is blowing from the south.
It has begun to snow.
The snow is 3 inches deep.
The ground is white with snow.
We have a severe snowstorm this morning. 34.
It's very hot today, isn't it?
It's warm today.
The weather is getting warm.
It's hot today, isn't it?
It's awfully hot.
It's sweltering hot.
It's cool.
It's cool in the mornings and evenings these days.
It's cold today.
It's freezing cold. 35.
What's the date?
What day of the week is it today?
When do you go there?
When is your birthday? The day before yesterday? Yesterday? Today? Tomorrow? The day after tomorrow? The other day? In a few days? After a few days? Within a week? Not before long? For the time being? Someday? For the present? In the near future? Sooner or later? For a month ahead? For these 3 years? All year round? For the past 5 years? Once every year? Every other week? Every other day? At first? For the first time? Late at night? As soon as possible. 36.
What time does the train leave?
How long does it take to get to the station?
What is the departure time?
What time shall we have lunch?
What time does the movie begin?
It begins at 7.
How long will it last?
What time can you come?
Can you come at 8 o'clock?
Does your watch keep good time?
My watch doesn't keep good time.
My watch gains 6 minutes a day.
My watch loses 6 minutes a day.
You should be punctual.
It's about time to go.
I've no time to lose.
There is enough time yet.
There is no more time.
I have no time to spare.
Will we get there in time?
What time is it now?
What's the time?
Could you tell me the time?
It's almost 9 o'clock.
It's 9:15.
It's 9:15.
It's 9:30.
It's 7 after 9. It's 9:07.
It's 9 o'clock. It's just 9 o'clock.
Chapter 2. Personal Information. 1. When is your birthday? When is your birth date? Where were you born? Where did you grow up? Where is your hometown? Where do you live now? What is your job? How tall are you? Do you mind if I ask how old you are? 2. May I have your name? Do you have a nickname? Did you have a nickname when you were younger? What is your family name? Do you have a middle name? What does your name mean? What is your mother's maiden name? Are you named after anyone? What names are popular in your country? What is the most common family name in the U.S.? 3. What is your marital status? What does your spouse do? How many people are there in your family? Where do your parents live? What does your father do? Is your father retired? How many brothers and sisters do you have? What do your siblings do? Are your grandmothers still alive? How many cousins do you have? How many children do you have? How old is your eldest child? How often do you hear from your family? 4. Where are you from? What is your home country like? What is your home country famous for? Who are some famous people from your country? What do you like best about your home country? What are the top industries of your country? What does your country export to Japan? Does your country have a national symbol? Does your country have a national animal or flower? Do you know the words to your national anthem? 5. Where is your hometown? Do you like your hometown? What is the population of your hometown? How often do you visit your hometown? What is your hometown famous for? What does your hometown produce? Are there any Japanese restaurants in your hometown? Would you like to settle down in your hometown? What is the best thing about your hometown? In your opinion, what is the worst thing about your hometown? 6. Can you speak any Japanese? Can you read hiragana or katakana? Can you drive a car? Can you cook very well? Can you knit or sew? Are you a very good dancer? Can you fix a car to some extent? How far can you swim? Are you very good at carpentry? Are you a good painter? What do you think are your hidden talents? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? 2. Family life. 1. Did you go to kindergarten? Do you have any friends from your elementary school days? What games did you play when you were an elementary school student? When you were young, did you often play outside? Did you play the piano when you were a child? What was your favorite childhood toy? What time was your bedtime when you were 10 years old? Did you have a curfew? Have you ever got into a big disagreement with one of your friends? What is your fondest memory from childhood? What is an embarrassing thing that happened to you when you were younger? Were your parents very strict? Did your parents have a strong influence on you? Was there much sibling rivalry in your family? 2. Do you have a large family? How often do you visit your parents these days? Do you get along well with your parents? Do you get along well with your in-laws? What did you give your mother last Christmas? Are you close to your grandparents? What is the average age for getting married in Australia? Are many young adults dependent on their parents in your country? Do parents in North America usually pay for their children's university tuition? Do mothers and fathers equally share the responsibility of child raising in your country? Do you believe that parents really understand their children? Do you feel that Japanese children are a little spoilt? In general, do you feel that Japanese fathers don't spend enough time with their children? In your opinion, what are the dangers of spoiling children? In Japan, many high school teachers would not like to go to school. What about in your country? 3. Personality. 1. Which do you like, tea or coffee? Which do you prefer, dogs or cats? Do you like Coke or Pepsi? What is your favorite day of the week? What is your favorite color? What is your favorite animal? Which do you prefer, poetry or modern art? Which do you prefer to sleep in, a bed or a futon? Who is your favorite artist? Do you prefer living in a big city or a small town? What model of car is your favorite? Do you enjoy writing letters? What languages would you like to study? What is your most prized possession? Do you mind cold weather? Which country would you like to live in? Where do you want to live after retirement? Do you have any idea? Who would you least want to be stranded with on a desert island? 2. Can you sleep very well every night? Do you keep a diary? Are you an organized person? Do you keep your room neat and tidy? Do you think you are a reliable person? When you make a promise, do you almost always keep your word? Would you say you are an extrovert or an introvert? Are you outgoing? Do you find it easy to express your opinion? In what situations do you get nervous? Do you like to try new things? Can you get used to a new environment rather easily and quickly? Do you consider yourself to be ambitious? Do you think you are artistic? What are your bad habits? How often do you give to charity? Are you interested in philosophy? If you witnessed a crime, what would you do? What qualities do you respect in people? Do you think Japanese people are more reserved than Western people? If you won 100 million yen, what would you do with it? 3. Do you often laugh? Do you sometimes tell jokes? Do you think you have a good sense of humor? Do you know anybody who has a very good sense of humor? Do you like romantic comedies? Do you like slapstick humor? Do you like black comedies? Do you go to stand-up comedy shows? Do you read the newspaper comics? Who are some famous comedians from Canada? Will you teach me one good English joke? Are you sometimes sarcastic? They say that sarcasm is the lowest form of humor. Do you agree? Does British humor differ from North American humor? 4. Do you have a dream? Would you like to be rich and famous? Would you like to live to be 100 years old? What did you want to be when you were 12 years old? Would you like to publish a book or release a CD? Do you know anyone who has realized most of his or her dreams? What is your biggest wish? What do you wish you were good at? If you were rich, what would you buy? If you could meet anyone in the world, who would you like to meet? 5. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you have a lucky number? What things are considered to be a symbol of bad luck in Canada? What numbers are considered to be bad luck in Japan? Do you know? Do you believe in good luck charms? Do you read your horoscope? What is your zodiac sign? Do you believe in fate? Do you think that coincidences have meaning? Do you believe in ESP? Have you ever seen a UFO? What is your blood type? Do you believe that blood type can predict personality? Do you think that some people can predict the future? Have you ever visited a psychic or a fortune teller? Are there any famous haunted houses near your home? What are some superstitions in your country? 4. Friends. 1. Do you think you have many friends? Do you have many Japanese friends? How many good friends do you think you have? How often do you see your friends? Do you turn to your friends for advice? Do you find it difficult to make new friends? Do you try to make friends? Do you have any long-distance friendships? Do you have any friends that live overseas? Have you ever gone to visit your friends who live in foreign countries? What do you usually do when you are with your friends? How often do you meet your friends for dinner or coffee? Do you stay in touch with some of your childhood friends? Do you prefer to have many superficial friends or a few close friends? What is your definition of a true friend? 5. Work. 1. What is your occupation? What kind of company do you work for? Where is your office? Do you like your job? How long have you worked at your current company? How many hours a week do you work? Do you often work overtime? What do you do in an average day at your job? Do you get along well with your boss? Do you enjoy working with your coworkers? Do you mind working on Sundays? Do you consider your job to be difficult? Have you ever worked as an English teacher? Which would you like to work for, a big company or a small one? Would you like to be self-employed? Which is more important to you, money or job satisfaction? What are the good points of your job? What are the bad points of your job? Do you think that Japanese people work too hard? Do you know the word headhunting? Do you know the word freelance? How long is the average work week in your home country? If you could have any job, what would it be? In general, do you think that work dress codes in Japan are too restrictive? 2. Do you have a part-time job? Do you have a second job? Did you have a part-time job when you were a student? Many young people in Japan have 2 or 3 part-time jobs. How about in your country? Have you ever worked for a fast food restaurant such as McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken? What are some typical part-time jobs for high school students in your country? Is it usual for high school students to have a part-time job? Can you receive paid holidays from a part-time job in your country? Would you prefer to have a part-time job or a full-time job? How do part-time jobs in Japan differ from those in your country? 3. How fast can you type? Can you operate a PC well? What is your best skill? Are you a good listener? Are you good at teaching information to other people? Are you very good at solving math problems? Are you good at sales? Have you ever studied sales talk? Can you negotiate very well? Have you ever received special training for business? Can you manage staff very well? Are you very good at mediating? 4. What qualifications do you have? Do you possess any certificates or licenses? Do you have a university degree? Do you want to get a master's degree? What is your area of expertise? Have you ever tried to take the Japanese proficiency test? I heard that the bar exam is easy in the United States. Is that true? Japan is very license-oriented. Do you agree? Are licenses or certificates important in your country? What kind of qualifications do you need to become a school teacher in your country? Many people in Japan have qualifications that they do not utilize. What do you think of this? 6. Past times. 1. What do you like to do in your free time? How many hours a week do you watch TV? Do you sometimes go to art museums? Do you often go to the library? Do you often cook? How often do you chat with your friends on the phone? What is your favorite thing to do to relax? Have you ever played pachinko? What do you like to do on very sunny Sundays? 2. Do you watch a lot of TV? What is your favorite TV program? Do you subscribe to cable TV? Do you know how many major TV stations there are in Tokyo? What is the most popular television program in your country? Which is the biggest television station in the United States? Recently, what is the most popular TV program in Canada? Who are some famous TV personalities in your country? Are there many educational TV programs for children in England? Are many foreign programs, such as American dramas or BBC educational programs, shown on TV in Australia? What is a sitcom? What do you think of Japanese TV programs? 3. Do you like movies? How often do you go to the movies? Do you like Hollywood movies? Do you like animated movies? Do you like independent movies? Do you sometimes watch horror movies? Which do you prefer, comedies or suspense movies? What kind of movies do you prefer? Have you ever seen a Japanese movie? Are you interested in movies made in Europe? Do you sometimes rent videos? Who's your favorite actor? Who is your favorite actress? Do you know much about movie directors? Which movies do you recommend? What are the most impressive movies that you have seen so far? What does PG mean? 4. What kind of music do you like? How many CDs do you have? Do you enjoy Japanese popular music? Which do you prefer, jazz or pop music? Which kind of pop music do you prefer, British or American? Are you familiar with Latin music? Who are some famous singers from your country? What is your favorite musical instrument? Can you play any musical instruments? Do you ever go to the symphony? How many concerts a year do you go to? Who is your favorite music artist? Who is your favorite classical music composer? Can you read music? Have you ever taken piano or guitar lessons before? Do you have a high-quality stereo system? 5. Do you like to sing? What kind of songs do you like to sing? How often do you go to karaoke? Is karaoke popular in your country? Do you have karaoke bars in your home country? Is karaoke expensive in your country? Do you ever sing any Beatles songs? Does your company have karaoke parties? Why do you think karaoke is so popular in Japan? 6. Do you like to read books? What kind of books do you like to read? Do you buy a lot of books? Do you have any favorite books? Do you prefer fiction or nonfiction? Do you read poetry? Do you ever read scientific books? Do you read history books? Do you ever read comics? Who is your favorite author? Who is the most famous Australian writer? Have you ever read any Shakespeare? Have you read any books written by a Japanese person? Would you call yourself an avid reader? Do you belong to a book club? Have you ever read Old Man and the Sea by Hemingway? Have you ever read The Tale of Genji? What was your favorite book when you were a child? What books did you read in high school? Who are some famous writers in your country? 2 Japanese have won Nobel Prizes in literature. Do you know their names? How do Japanese comics and ones from your country differ? 7. Do you read the newspaper every day? Do you subscribe to any newspapers or magazines? Which newspaper do you prefer to read? Which section of the newspaper do you read first? Do you often read the editorials? Do you read tabloids? What are the names of the most popular newspapers in your country? Do you know which newspaper has the largest circulation in Japan? Do you regularly read magazines? Do you read Time magazine or Newsweek? What kind of magazines do you read? What is the #1 business magazine in your country? What is the #1 fashion magazine in England? In your country, do you have sports newspapers similar to those in Japan? How do American magazines and Japanese magazines differ? 8. Do you have a garden? What is your favorite flower? Do you grow vegetables? Do you have a green thumb? Do you know much about growing roses? Do you grow herbs? Do you know the flower called hydrangea? When are cosmos flowers in bloom? Do you have cherry blossoms in your country? Do you often buy flowers? Do many people have gardens in England? Do you like Japanese-style gardens? Which do you prefer, Japanese-style gardens or Western-style gardens? How do gardens in your country differ from gardens in Japan? 9. Do you have many hobbies? What are your hobbies? Do you like photography? Can you draw well? Can you paint well? Do you enjoy taking walks? Do you like cooking? Do you make pottery? Do you play chess? Have you ever tried Japanese chess? Are you interested in Japanese flower arrangement? Have you ever studied calligraphy? Do you sometimes play cards? Do you study any foreign languages? Is bird watching popular in the U.S.? What does DIY mean? What hobbies are popular in your country? 7. Personal experience. 1. Have you ever talked with a very famous person before? Have you ever seen a very famous movie star or a rock star? Have you ever ridden on an elephant? Have you ever gone skydiving? Have you ever donated blood? Have you ever made a speech in front of more than 100 people? Have you ever worked for an English school? What is the most adventurous thing you have ever done? What is the strangest food you have eaten? Where is the most romantic place you have ever visited? Have you ever been to the ballet? Have you ever gone scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef? You have received a love letter before, haven't you? Have you ever experienced culture shock? 8. Lifestyle. 1. Do you live on your own or with your family? Are you very busy every day? Do you enjoy your everyday life? Do you lead an exciting life? Do you have a car or a motorcycle? Do you take the train every day? How long is your commute to work or school? When do you usually get up? What is the first thing you do after you get up? Are you a night person or a morning person? What do you usually do on the weekend? How often do you receive phone calls from your friends? Do you wear glasses or contact lenses? How often do you get your hair cut? How often do you eat out? Do you usually go to church on Sundays? How often do you go on trips? Do you invest in the stock market? Do you prefer a busy life or a relaxed, slow-paced life? 2. Do you live in a house or an apartment? Is your home comfortable? How many rooms are there in your home? What is your home like? How long have you lived in your current home? Is there a park near your home? Is there a laundromat near your home? What kinds of things are near your house? How far is your office from your home? Does your house have tatami mats? Does your room face south? Does it get plenty of sunshine? Is your neighborhood quiet and safe? What is your home like in your country? 3. Do you have a pet? Did you have a pet when you were a child? Is it popular to own a dog or a cat in New Zealand? Can you have a pet in an apartment in the London area? Do you know anyone who owns an unusual pet? What animal do you think makes the best pet? What is a vet? What are the pros and cons of having a pet? 4. How many telephones do you have in your house? Do you have a cellular phone? Do you have an answering machine? Do you ever use your cellular phone while riding the train? Do you think that using a cellular phone on the train is rude? What are the pros and cons of having a cell phone? Are cellular phones popular in your country? How do Japanese cellular phones compare to those of your country? 5. Have you ever been a volunteer before? Do you participate in any community activities? Is volunteering popular in your country? In your country, do high school students do volunteer work? What are the benefits of volunteering? Do you feel that volunteering will help future job prospects? I heard that volunteering is very popular in Boston. Do you know anything about that? 9. Education. 1. Did you enjoy high school? Did you have to wear a school uniform in your high school? Did you attend a private school or a public school? How did you do in school? What was your best subject in high school? What is PE? When you were in school, what extracurricular activities did you do? How many hours a week did you study math in your junior high school? Did your senior high school offer Japanese language education? Did your senior high school have strict rules? Have you ever cheated on an exam? You have acted in a school play, haven't you? English education has begun in elementary school in Japan. Do you think this is a good idea? School bullying is a problem in Japan. What about in your country? 2. Have you ever studied French or German? Is educational background important in your country? What are the top universities in Canada? Can you name some prestigious universities in Australia? Did your university have some foreign students? How many Canadian students go abroad to study? In your country, which is more popular, private or public universities? Do you have to take university entrance exams in your country? Do you think the Japanese university entrance exams are too stressful? Do you feel that the majority of university students in your country study hard? I think our education system should offer more art and music classes. What do you think? I feel these days Japanese parents don't teach their children self-discipline. What is your opinion? What do you think of English education in Japan? How would you compare universities in your country with those of Japan? I hear that in the U.S., going to graduate school is common. Is that true? 10. Health. 1. Are you very health conscious? Do you have a family doctor? Do you take vitamins? Do you have government health insurance? How often do you see a doctor? How often do you go to the dentist? What do you think about herbal medicines? Which do you prefer, Western medicine or Chinese medicine? What do you do when you suffer from insomnia? The average weight for men in Japan is increasing. Why do you think this is happening? Why do you think the life expectancy of Japanese people is so high? What is the number one cause of death in your country? What is the average life expectancy in your country? Do you believe that hot springs are good for your health? Have you ever tried acupressure or acupuncture? My grandmother thinks that laughter is the best medicine. What do you think? Some people say meditation is very good for your health. What do you think? 2. What is your favorite food? What food do you dislike? Do you like sushi? Do you like spicy food? Which do you prefer, Japanese or Italian food? Do you eat a lot of vegetables? Do you eat fruit every day? Can you cook any Japanese dishes? What Japanese dishes do you dislike? What is your favorite dessert? What food is popular in your country? Do you like to have barbecues? Do you like Japanese oranges? What food is famous in Japan for being healthy? Do you know? Have you ever tried fermented soybeans called natto? What are the differences between Japanese vegetables and vegetables you get in your country? 3. Do you eat breakfast every day? Do you often skip meals? How often do you eat junk food? Do you know much about nutrition? Do you know that Japanese green tea is very high in vitamins? Have you ever bought a sports drink? Do you eat a balanced diet? Do you believe that the average Japanese diet is becoming less healthy? Are there many vegetarians in your country? Is it difficult to be a vegetarian in Japan? What is vitamin deficiency? Do you know what Japanese food is high in iron? Have you ever heard the proverb, An apple a day keeps the doctor away? How would you compare the average Japanese diet with the average diet in your country? 4. Do you think you are in good shape? How often do you go for a walk? Do you belong to a sports club? How often do you exercise? Do you think that you should exercise more? What form of exercise do you prefer? What exercise do you think is the most difficult? Have you ever tried aerobics? Do you ever weight train? How many push-ups can you do? Is exercising very popular in England? Do you have enough sports facilities in the U.S.? 5. Do you have a stressful life? Do you feel that life in Japan is stressful? What are your symptoms of stress? What do you do to get rid of your stress? What things cause you to feel stressed? What things soothe your nerves? Do you know anybody who died from overwork? Do companies offer stress leave in your home country? Do many business people in your country suffer from stress-related illnesses, such as ulcers or diabetes? My friend recommended acupressure as a treatment for stress. What do you think? 6. Do you sometimes catch a cold? How many colds do you catch a year? What do you do when you have a cold? What do you do when you have a headache? My mother says sleeping is the best medicine. What do you think? What's the flu? Do you have any allergies? What is a common allergy in Japan? Are many people allergic to seafood in your country? Have you ever suffered from a serious illness? Japanese people often go to the hospital when they have a cold. How about in your country? 7. Do you smoke? Do many high school students smoke in Scotland? In your country, what percentage of the population smokes? Do you think that smoking is decreasing or increasing? Do you know anybody who is trying to quit smoking? Are you allowed to smoke in your workplace? What is the legal age for buying cigarettes in your country? Do you feel that cigarette vending machines are safe for children? Do you think that public buildings should be non-smoking buildings? What are the health risks associated with smoking? What are some of your country's smoking policies? Chapter 11. Vacations, travel. 1. Have you ever visited India? Have you ever been to Italy? Of all the places you have traveled, which is your favorite? How many countries have you been to? Which do you prefer, traveling by air or by sea? How many times have you visited Kamakura? Where is your favorite place to visit in Japan? Where do you plan to travel next? How long does it take to travel from your country to Japan by plane? When you travel, do you send postcards to your friends and family? Have you met any interesting people during your travels? What historical sites have you visited? Have you ever stayed in a Japanese-style inn? Which do you prefer, resort vacations or backpacking vacations? What surprised you most when you visited a foreign country for the first time? Do you think that Japanese vacations are generally too short? In your opinion, what is the most popular tourist destination in the world? What is your idea of a dream vacation? 2. Where did you go for your last vacation? Did you go on a group tour? Did you travel by yourself or with your friends? How long did you stay there? How was the weather? Did you stay at a resort hotel? What was the hotel like? What were the people like? What did you do there? How much money did you spend? What souvenirs did you buy? What kind of food did you eat? Did you experience any problems? Would you recommend that place? What did you like best about this place? 3. How long have you been in Japan? Are the Japanese kind and polite? Where have you traveled in Japan? What area of Japan is your favorite? Have you been to any Japanese festivals? Have you made many Japanese friends? Was it difficult to find a job in Japan? What aspects of Japan do you like? Will you tell me what aspects of Japan you do not like? Did you have any difficulties when you first came to Japan? Why did you choose to come to Japan? What was your first impression of Japan? What was the strangest thing you experienced in Japan? What is your opinion of the public transportation system in Japan? How is Japan different from your home country? 12. Sports. 1. What sports do you like to watch? What sports do you follow? Who is your favorite tennis player? Do you know Japan's national sport? Do you know much about sumo wrestling? What are the major sports in North America? What are the most popular sports in Europe? What is the most popular sport in the world? What do you think the second most popular sport in the world is? What sports are popular in your country? Do you know who Japan's most famous athlete is? Who is your country's most famous athlete? What is your home country's national sport? Do you really like to watch the Olympics? Did you attend the Olympics in Sydney? What is your favorite Olympic sport? What is your opinion of the violence that occurs at some European football games? I think that ice hockey is a very violent and dangerous sport. What do you think? 2. Who is the best baseball team in Japan? Who is your favorite baseball team? Who is the most famous baseball player in Japan? Do you know? Have you ever attended a professional baseball game? Do you follow Major League Baseball? Did you know that there are some Japanese who play Major League Baseball? Do they play baseball in Europe? Is baseball popular in your country? Does your hometown have a baseball team? Did you play Little League Baseball when you were young? 3. Do you like to play sports? Are you athletic? Do you prefer winter or summer sports? How many kilometers can you swim? Can you ski well? Which do you prefer, skiing or snowboarding? Do you play golf? Do you regularly play tennis? What is your best bowling score? Do you belong to a sports club? Do you practice martial arts? Are you interested in practicing judo? Is ice skating popular in England? What sports are popular to play in Australia? What sports did you play as a child? What kind of sports teams did your high school have? Did you play on any school teams? Did you have a sports day at your school? 13. Shopping. 1. Do you like shopping? How often do you go shopping? Where is your favorite place to shop? Is there a supermarket near your home? I think shopping is extremely popular in Japan. Do you agree? Is it true that mail order is popular in Canada? Have you ever bought anything through mail order? Have you ever bought anything at a flea market? Are you a frugal shopper? Do you comparison shop? What are some typical souvenirs from your country? What are shopping malls like in your country? What is your opinion of discount stores in Japan? Do you think that Japanese people shop too much? 2. Is there a convenience store near your home? Do you sometimes buy meals from a convenience store? Do you think that Japanese convenience store lunchboxes are delicious? Do you pay your bills at the convenience store? What kinds of products are available at convenience stores in your home country? Do you think that the prices in Japanese convenience stores are reasonable? I hear that ATMs are available at some convenience stores in your country. Is this true? How would you compare Japanese convenience stores with the ones in your country? 3. Do you often go to department stores? Which department store in Japan do you like the best? What are the big-name department stores in your country? Which is the largest department store in England? Do department stores have a bargain season in your country? Which department stores cater to the young generation? Which department stores cater to housewives? What is your opinion of Japanese department stores? How do department stores in your country differ from those in Japan? 14. Geography. 1. Which country has the largest population? Which country has the second largest population? Do you know how many people live in Tokyo? Which station is the busiest in Tokyo? How many people commute into Tokyo every day? Where is the biggest city in the world? Which country is the biggest based on land area? Which country is larger in size, Australia or the US? What is the capital city of New Zealand? I heard that Canada has over 2 million lakes. Is that true? How high is Mount Everest? Which mountain is the second highest in Japan? Do you know? Can you name some famous national parks in the US? What is the name of the largest river in France? Do you have glaciers in Alaska? Which is colder, the Arctic or Antarctica? What is the population distribution of Japan? 15. Seasons and weather. 1. Which season is your favorite? Which is colder, New York or Chicago? How long is winter in Sydney? Which is the coldest month in Japan? Do you know? Which is the hottest month in Texas? Do you have cherry blossoms in your country? Do you have a rainy season in your country? When is the rainy season in Los Angeles? Osaka is very hot and humid in summer. Did you know that? Did you know that there is no rainy season in Hokkaido? Does it snow a lot in England? Do they have snowstorms in New York? What is the climate like in London? I hear that Detroit is very cold in winter. Is that right? How is the weather in New Zealand? When is the best season in your home country? What is the average summer temperature in San Francisco? Do you have tornadoes in your home country? Chapter 16. Culture. 1. How many national holidays are there in your country? Do you know how many national holidays there are in Japan? What holidays make up Golden Week? Do you have White Day in your country? Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? What is Thanksgiving Day? When is Easter? Do you celebrate Easter in your home country? Do you celebrate Halloween in New Zealand? What is your country's biggest holiday? What is Christmas like in Australia? When is your country's birthday or Independence Day? In Japan, the average businessman can take only 8 days off in midsummer. How about the typical business person in your country? Do you think that Christmas is too commercialized almost everywhere in the world? How do you usually celebrate New Year's Eve in your country? What do you usually do on New Year's Day? 2. Are you interested in tea ceremony or Japanese flower arrangement? Have you ever worn a kimono? What temples and shrines have you visited in Japan? What do the Hina dolls symbolize? Do you know? Have you ever been to a sumo match? What do you think about customary gift giving? Do you know what karate is? Have you ever attended a kabuki play? What do you know about no? What is the significance of the ages 3, 5, and 7 in Japan? Do you know? Have you ever been to a famous Japanese traditional festival? Do you think that the younger generation Japanese are less interested in Japanese culture and traditions? Do you feel that Westerners are more direct in their speech than Japanese people? 3. Are there many nice old buildings in your country? Do you have some famous children's stories in your country? What are some important festivals in your country? Does your country have any traditional dance forms? What is pop culture like in your country? Does Christianity play an important role in your country? Chapter 17. Money. 1. Are you able to save some money every month? Do you like gambling? Have you ever bought a lottery ticket? How expensive is medical insurance in your country? Do you invest in the stock market? Do you buy mutual funds? Do you buy government savings bonds? Have you ever made any money on the stock market? Do you save for your retirement? Do you almost always give tips at restaurants in your country? What is the name of your money in New Zealand? I came across the proverb, "A penny saved is a penny earned." What does it mean? 2. Which is more expensive, Japan or your home country? How much is a can of cola in your country? How much does it cost to see a movie in your country? What is the average rent for an apartment in Los Angeles? Where is the most expensive area to live in Canada? What city has the highest cost of living in Europe? Do you know? How much is basic car insurance in your country? Do you know how much the Japan Times is at the train station? Do you know what the average cost of a wedding is in Japan? Do you feel that the cost of living in Japan is more expensive than in other developed countries? Which city has the highest cost of living in the world? 3. Do you have a bank account in Japan? Who are the big banks in your country? Is banking convenient in your country? Are credit cards popular in Europe? Have you used a debit card for shopping in your country? What is a check? Are ATMs open 24 hours a day in Canada? What is the bank interest rate in your country? What services do banks offer in your country? Do you think that bank service charges are too expensive in Japan? What is your opinion of Japanese banks? Chapter 18. Technology. 1. Do you own a PC? Do you have a laptop computer? How often do you use the Internet? Are you computer savvy? Do you use email? Have you ever purchased anything over the Internet? Have you ever tried Internet banking? What are the pros and cons of email? 2. Do you follow current technology? What new technology interests you? Are you interested in physics or applied physics? What features does your cellular phone have? Do you have a fax machine? Don't you think biotechnology is a little dangerous for humankind? Who are the big technology companies in your country? Does your country import a lot of Japanese high-tech products? What do you think about cloning? I wouldn't like to think human bodies could be controlled by genetic engineering. What do you think? I think that studying the human brain is very important for the 21st century. What is your opinion? What is your opinion of Japanese technology? Chapter 3.
Practical Business English. One.
Hello, can I help you?
What do you want?
Please tell me what you need.
What can I do for you?
Can I help you?
Please come here.
Please choose yourself.
That's okay.
Please wait, I'll be back in a second.
Do you want something else?
What else do you want to buy?
Something else?
What else do you need?
Can I help you on something else?
Nothing else?
How do you feel about it?
Is that okay?
How about the price?
What is your price?
To buy it will never make you regret.
You can think about it.
Whatever.
Have you decided?
Do you like it?
Do you buy it?
Do you want it?
How do you think about it?
Do you want to buy it?
Don't you want anything else?
Okay, I will bring it for you right now.
Both popular design and colour fit you very much.
In my opinion, it fits you.
The pattern is popular at present.
Please try it on.
This is good, as well as cheap.
The demand is large.
This is popular at present.
I suggest you to buy this.
Sold out.
Sorry, sold out.
Sold out.
Sorry, sold out.
Sold out.
Booking available.
It's hard to get.
This is popular at present.
It's famous brand.
Its latest design.
Pack up for you.
Pack up.
Tie up.
Where to put it down?
Welcome back again.
I'll check the total price for you.
$25.
$20.40 at cashier.
$18 at cashier.
Please give the money to cashier.
Pay at cashier. Pay at cashier, please.
Taking at consignment table.
Do you need an invoice?
Invoicing.
Please keep the change.
This is your invoice.
You have to pay another $6.
Patching money can jump the queue.
Pay here.
Cashier is opposite.
Cashier is beside.
Hello, may I have a look at this?
Can you do me a favour?
Could you do me a favour?
I want to have a look at it.
May I have a look?
How much?
How much does it cost?
Are there any leather jackets here?
I want to buy a coat.
I want to buy a watch.
May I have a look at this?
May I try it?
This is what I need.
Okay, I'll buy it.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Well, I'll buy it.
No, I don't want any more.
No thanks, that is enough.
When will you stock the jeans skirt?
Thanks, but I don't want this.
Sorry, that is not what I want.
I don't like this.
This doesn't fit me.
What else do you have?
Do you have something else?
Please show me something else.
Do you have something cheaper?
Please give me a better one.
Do you have another modality?
Please show me some other colour.
Give me a larger one.
Give me a smaller one.
I want something more expensive.
Well, please keep it.
I will look around.
Too expensive.
Can it be lower?
Can you give me any off?
How many % off can you give me?
I can't accept the price.
That is not the price I can accept.
I also want this. How much in total?
Can I change another one if it's not suitable for me?
Excuse me. Where can I buy jewellery?
It's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
It's very nice of you.
Please tie for me.
Please pack for me.
Please pack up the thing I bought for me.
Please pack up separately.
Thanks. Bye.
How much altogether?
How much do I have to pay altogether?
How much do I have to pay?
How much?
How much altogether?
Do I give the money to you or the cashier?
Give the money to you?
Please give the money to the cashier.
OK. Invoice, please.
Invoice, please.
Please invoice as office stuff.
Excuse me, where is the cashier?
Is this the line waiting to pay?
Excuse me, what does the line wait to buy?
Who is the last one?
Excuse me, are you the last one?
Invoice, please.
Is that you who accepts patching money?
Do I have to be in line if patching money?
How much?
How much does this cost? How about this?
How much?
How much does this cost?
$10? You must be kidding me.
This is the lowest price.
This is a really low price.
This is the factory price.
Both the quality and price are good.
Too expensive.
In my opinion, the price is unacceptable.
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
This is cheaper.
This is the price I can accept.
This price is acceptable.
It's the lowest price.
Is there any rebate?
How many % off?
I can give you 15% off.
Do you accept credit card?
If paid by cash, there will be 5% off.
I'll pay by cash.
No bargain.
We don't need to bargain.
There is a rebate if you buy a lot.
The price will be lower if you buy a great deal.
The price will be much cheaper if you buy a lot.
It will be cheaper if you buy a whole case.
We have a gift for you.
I think the price is a little high.
Is there a markup?
2.
Can I help you, miss?
May I help you to choose pants?
How about this shirt?
Is this okay? It's a KC design.
How about this? The design is so elegant.
What size do you wear?
What size do you want?
What size do you want?
This is the right size you want.
This fits you very much.
This doesn't fit you. It's too large.
This is the most suitable one for you.
Don't you want to have a look at this?
This is better, such as an ordering one.
It begins to be popular recently.
Everyone likes wearing it at present.
I suggest you buy this one. It's beautiful as well as cheap.
It's very popular at present.
You look beautiful in it.
How about the white, red one?
How about this colour?
No, it won't shrink after washing.
No, it won't fade.
Fitting room is over there.
Both design and quality are good.
It sells like hot cakes.
Young people all like this one.
I want to buy this shirt, pants.
This one looks good, but it will be better if thinner.
Let me try it on.
It's too tight.
Well, I want this one.
It's too long. Does it shrink after washing?
Do you have a fixed service?
Does it fade after washing?
Do I have to pay now?
Do you have jeans?
Too expensive. I don't want to buy it.
The colour is too light, dark.
I like dark, light one.
May I try it on?
This is suitable for me.
Where is the fitting room?
It's not popular anymore.
This is popular at present.
Let me have a look at this underwear.
How much does it cost?
I want to try on this suit.
It's a little small. Do you have a larger one?
Hello. How can I help you?
What style do you want?
How about this style?
What size shoes do you wear?
Do you like oxhide or hogskin?
What size shoes do you want?
What size do you want?
How about this pair of shoes?
This pair of shoes looks good and popular.
This style is fashionable, as well as good.
Sold out just now.
Wait a second, I'll bring it for you.
This pair is good. Its leather is so soft as well as bright.
Try on this pair.
I think this pair is suitable for you.
How much does this pair of shoes cost?
It feels a little tight. Is there a larger one?
This pair is a little large. Do you have a smaller one?
What size is the pair of shoes?
Where are they produced?
Is this rubber sole?
The soles are too hard. Do you have some soft ones?
This feels better. What is it made of?
Which do you think is better? This or that?
Do you want a necklace?
Is this natural pearl necklace okay?
Do you like this kind of style?
You can order one.
It is 18-karat gold.
How about the heart pair?
This is the most beautiful earring. This is the most beautiful earring, ring, in our shop.
The jewels in our shop are all real.
We are famous in the area.
Please show me that gold ring.
Is there any man-made pearl?
May I have a look at this pair of earrings?
It's too expensive. I can't accept it.
How much does this necklace cost?
How much does this pair of bracelets cost?
How much does this platinum ring cost?
How much does this pair of golden earrings cost?
Is it real jade?
How much is this?
Do you accept credit card?
Please pack as present.
You'd better buy this kind of cleansing milk.
It is a newcomer brand.
You'd better use this because of your oily skin.
This is anti-dryness. It can moisturize your skin.
It is for anti-wrinkling and whitening.
Many people bought this because of the gift attaching.
This one is very cheap as well as large quantity.
So many people bought it, and it is said that it's not bad.
This is not expensive, and it is worthy.
What is for anti-dryness?
What is for anti-wrinkling?
It smells too strong.
I don't like this flavour.
May I have a try?
I want to buy a mask. Could you show me one?
It smells good. I'll buy it.
It's too expensive. Is there a cheaper one?
Cleansing milk.
Conditioner.
Eyebrow pencil.
Facial cream.
Lipstick.
Mask.
Perfume.
Tonic.
Can I help you, miss?
How about this? It's new.
How about this? It's on hot sale.
The payment can be divided.
There is a 3 years guarantee and home service.
When do you want it to be delivered?
We will deliver and fix it on time.
Here is your receipt.
The fridge is of good quality and safe to use.
This is the new design of this year.
I want a fridge.
How much does this 29-inch TV cost?
What brand is this washing machine?
What is the quality of this VCR?
Whose production is it?
Yes, it's not bad. I'll buy it.
It's too small. I want a double-door one.
It sounds not bad, but too large.
It's too expensive and beyond my budget.
Really? What does it look like?
How long is the guarantee?
Well, I'll buy this.
Great. Is there a grey one? 3.
Welcome.
How many persons, please?
Where would you prefer to sit?
Sorry, no service for the moment.
Could you wait for a second?
Sorry for waiting such a long time.
Are you all here?
Order now.
What would you like to drink?
Wait for a moment.
I'll show you to your table. This way, please.
Is this okay?
Do you have a meal voucher?
I'll show you to your new table.
Could you move along one seat, please?
Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pass?
Would you mind moving over a little?
Would you mind sharing a table?
Please take a seat, sir. Mister.
I'll show you to your table. This way, please.
Sir, will there be anything else?
Could you wait a little longer, please?
I'm very sorry to have kept you waiting.
Would you prefer a table near the window?
Could you wait about 5 minutes, please?
You could sit where you'd like.
Your table is ready.
Will this table be all right?
I'm sorry, that seat is reserved already.
Sorry, we have no free seats now.
Could you follow me, please?
Help yourself to a wet towel and water.
This is the menu. Please take a look.
Please call me after you're ready to order.
Would you mind waiting?
Sorry for waiting such a long time.
I'm so sorry that you have to wait another moment.
Wait a moment, it's going to be ready.
I'm trying to hurry things up.
I'll see that it's changed straight away.
I'm sorry, we're terribly busy.
I'm sorry, we're short of help.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Are you ready to order, sir?
Welcome to our restaurant. Please order.
What do you want?
Are you ready to order now?
What would you like for dessert?
Do you want any...
Have you decided what to order?
May I take your order now?
Could you repeat the order, please?
I'm afraid it has been sold out.
Which flavour would you prefer?
Could you eat spicy food?
Please help yourself with mapo tofu.
This is today's special.
Would you like anything to drink?
How would you like your steak?
What do you want to order?
Do you want something else?
Are you going to eat here?
Have you chosen something?
Anything to drink first?
What would you like for the main course?
Sir, what will be the pleasure?
And what to follow? And to follow?
Anything else?
Will you have anything to drink?
What dish do you like best?
I can recommend the roast beef.
Fried shrimps are the best of our kitchen.
Roast duck is a speciality here.
How about seconds?
For here or to go?
It's including service fee.
Your credit card, please.
Do you want an invoice?
Check it, please.
This is detail of the bill. Please check it.
Thank you. This is the invoice.
Do you want to pay separately?
We don't accept tips here.
We hope you enjoyed your meal.
Will you make out the bill?
Do you want it all on the same bill?
Is there a place vacant?
By the window, please.
OK, that'll do fine.
When will you have a table free?
Can I have the table by the window?
I prefer a table near the window.
A table for 4, please.
I don't care for this table.
It doesn't matter. We'll take it.
Please show me the menu.
What are your specialities?
What do you recommend?
What's good today?
What's special for tonight?
You order first, Mary.
All right, I'll order the same.
Anything's all right with me.
I think I'll join you.
You do the ordering.
Please don't make the dish too rich, spicy.
What's the seafood today?
Cauliflower and spinach, please.
We'll have 2 spring rolls.
I'd like my steak well done, please.
I want to have a cup of black coffee.
Do have some more. There's plenty left.
Here, take some more.
Try some of this, please.
Don't you want to have any more?
I know you can hold your liquor.
Why aren't you having any soup?
Let me get you some more wine.
Surely you can manage it.
You made a poor meal, I'm afraid.
May I offer you some fruit juice?
Let me help you to some fish.
Would you like some chicken?
You haven't tried any steak yet. Do have some.
I don't think I could eat another bite.
I've eaten too much, I'm afraid.
I just can't take it anymore.
I've had more than enough.
I'm really full.
I will trouble you for a little.
Well, I'm supposed to be slimming.
I'm on a diet.
I'd love some. Just a little.
You know, I've always been a light eater.
I've been helping myself all along.
I'm ready to burst.
You know I don't drink any wine.
No, I'm supposed to be slimming.
Waiter, let me have the bill.
Can I have the bill, please?
Let's go Dutch.
How about going Dutch?
It's my treat today. I'll pay.
It's my round today.
Will you make out the bill?
Let me have the cheque.
Let's go Dutch.
4. Good morning, Shangri-La. How may I help you?
What kind of room would you like?
When do you need them? For how long?
Standard room or suite?
How long do you intend to stay?
How long will you be staying?
Do you have any preference?
Double or single?
Let me repeat your reservation.
Can I make a room reservation?
2 rooms for 2 nights.
What is the room rate?
Fine. Please book the rooms for me.
We'd like a double.
Welcome. Do you want a room?
Let me help you.
This way, please.
Sorry for waiting.
This way, please.
Would you please fill out this registration form?
May I have your passport?
May I know how you are going to settle your account? By individual or by group?
What kind of credit cards do you have?
This is your receipt and your key.
Have you got any identification?
Could you sign your name, please?
Enjoy your stay with us.
Yes, I want to check in.
Separate.
Do you accept credit cards?
No, I can do it on my own.
I'm not quite sure about that.
What's the price?
I'll have to talk about it with my wife.
Is this your first visit to our city?
Then have you ever stayed in this hotel?
Hello, I show you to your room.
Here is your room. Room 418, please.
Right this way. Mind the stairs.
Just put them on that table and I'll sort them out later.
Here is the bathroom.
You can hang your suit in this closet.
Here is your key.
Do you need something else?
Have a rest.
There is no laundry service on Sundays.
At what time would you like it?
Just one portion.
I will be up right away.
What else would you like?
Hot water is supplied 24 hours a day.
You can also take it yourself.
Is there anything else you would like to know?
Would you please bring me some breakfast?
Where and when can I have my laundry done?
What are the rates?
Is there express service?
Do you have a mending service?
I have some shirts to be washed.
I would like this garment dry cleaned, please.
Is there a newspaper provided?
When is the hot water supplied?
We are open 24 hours a day.
May I know what time you need your table?
For what time, sir?
Do you prefer the smoking section or the non-smoking section?
May I know what time you need it?
May I know your name and your room number, please?
Our restaurant is fully occupied at the moment.
Are you an in-house guest, sir?
How about room service for you, sir?
That will depend on what types of food you are going to order.
Please read the menu first.
I will call you in 3 minutes.
You are welcome. Talk to you later.
I don't think there will be any tables left within 30 minutes.
May I help you with your coat?
I will leave it to the receptionist.
I will be back to take your order.
What would you like to have?
What kind of dressing would you like with your salad?
What about you, sir?
No problem. Anything else you're going to order?
Would you like to have some dessert?
Can you tell me what time your restaurant opens this evening?
We are very hungry. Can you help?
Sounds good. How soon can you make the food ready?
Thanks for your help.
I think I will have a vegetable salad.
I'd like to order roast beef with mashed potatoes.
I don't like it rare. I like it well done.
Nothing else.
Why don't you clean the room?
Is there anyone who wants to sleep in such a dirty room?
Isn't there some hot water?
Your service is too bad.
Your service is very bad.
Your service is not good.
There's too much salt in the soup.
The beef sautéed too long.
The steak is overdone.
The soup is cold.
The fish is badly cooked.
Why didn't you answer when I called?
Why are you so slow?
This isn't what I ordered.
Why is the beef raw?
This dish is too salty.
Please change another one.
There is a hair in my soup. Can't you see it?
Bring my soup as soon as you can.
Why do I need to wait for more than 20 minutes to have my order?
How long shall I wait before the dish is ready?
I am very sorry to hear that.
I can understand how you are feeling now.
I know you are very upset.
Do you think it will be a solution?
I'll have them make you another one.
I'll report the fault to the manager.
I'll tell the kitchen about it.
I'll see that it's changed straight away.
I'll ask the chef to make another one for you.
It was our fault.
I'll ask our chef to hurry up.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Would you like me to send it back?
I can give you something else, if you like. 5.
Would you like a haircut?
Would you like to have a shampoo first?
How do you like it cut?
How do you want it cut?
Would you like to wash the hair first?
Is that okay?
How is this, sir?
Was the last set satisfactory?
Do you want to have your hair marcelled?
I think you will look better if marcelled.
Marcelling frequently is not good for the hair.
What kind of permanent would you like to have?
Would you like big or small hair curls?
How would you like your hair done?
I'd say you'll look better with curly hair.
Would you like a shampoo or a haircut?
Do you want it short or just trimmed?
Is the length okay?
Would you like to have your hair cut? Would you like to have your hair cut and thinned?
Shall I neaten up the sides?
Is it too thick? Thinner, okay?
Here are some photos of hairstyles.
You can choose the ones you like.
This style really suits you fine.
This style fits you.
What colour would you dye it?
Would you keep the same fashion?
You'd better have a dye because your hair is too dry.
What colour do you want to dye?
Do you want to have your hair dyed?
What colour would you dye it?
Is the cutting okay?
You have so much hair. It's so beautiful.
Your hair is very dark. A shortcut will be good.
What kind of hair lotion do you prefer?
Rejoice is good for getting rid of dandruff.
It is better to use shampoo and pomade separately.
Would you like some hair tonic? It's good for the scalp.
Shall I touch up your hair?
Do you want a new hairstyle?
Would you like a new permanent?
We can make a lot of hairstyle.
Do you want me to move your parting?
Do you want fixature?
Do you like wavy hair?
Do you want a deep cutting of two sides?
It must be very beautiful if you keep long hair to the shoulder.
You'd better comb the hair to the back.
How do you usually make the parting?
Do you want to fix your brow?
Do you want a face massage?
Do you want a manicure?
I'd like to get a haircut.
I'd like to have my hair dyed.
I'll have a new permanent.
I'd like to restyle my hair.
I want to wear a fringe.
I'd like to shampoo and set my hair.
I'd like to get a layer cut.
I'd better have it bobbed.
I want to leave my hair long.
Cut it short all around, please.
I'd like my hair banged.
I'd like to have it in big waves.
Keep the style, but fix it.
I want my ears to be showing.
Don't make it too wavy.
I'd like it curled.
Could you give it a little trim, please?
My hair is getting a little too long. I want it cut short.
I want a crew cut.
I'd like to have a shampoo.
Anti-scurf, please.
An ordinary shampoo will do.
I'd like to get a razor cut.
It shouldn't be short enough for the hair to stand up.
Please cut a bit more off the back.
Trim a little off the back.
Trim a little off the sides.
Trim a little off the sideburns.
Trim a little off the top.
I part my hair on the right.
I part my hair on the left.
I part my hair in the middle.
I don't want any parting.
Don't take too much off the sides.
My hair is not very much. Puff it, could you?
Set the wave a little looser, please.
I want my hair combed back.
I want to change my hairstyle.
Any kind you have. I'm not fussy.
Chapter 4.
Everyday English and Workplace English. 1.
You're just like your mother.
You take after your again. You take after your father.
You are your father all over again.
It's like I'm talking to your mother.
She looks just like her mother.
She looks just like her mother did at that age.
I'm the picture of my mother.
She favours her mother.
I'm the spit and image of my grandfather.
I'm the spitting image of my grandfather.
I've got my father's features.
I've got my mother's nose. Her nose is very much like her mother's nose.
She resembles her Aunt Martha.
I'm a chip off the old block.
I'm following in her father's footsteps.
Like father, like son.
Like mother, like daughter.
I'm a real mama's boy.
I'm a real daddy's boy. How are your parents?
Do you have a big family?
How many people are there in your family?
Do you have any family?
How many children do you have?
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Do you have any children?
What do your parents do?
Do you have any relatives in America?
Does your wife work?
Are you from an academic family?
Where did you grow up?
Are you the only child in your family?
What does your son major in?
How old is your son?
Do you want a son or daughter?
Who is going to babysit for your son?
What's your sister's job?
What's your brother's job?
Does your brother have children?
Does your sister have children?
I have a 5-year-old son.
There are 5 in my family.
I grew up in a very close, loving family.
I have 2 brothers. The older one is married.
My mother is a doctor and my father is an engineer.
I'm the only son.
I'm the second child in my family.
My elder brother is studying in America.
Computer science is his field of study.
I'm thinking of taking the course in modern art.
I have a younger sister and an elder brother.
I got married last year.
My aunt has a son and a daughter.
My grandparents are still living.
My sister-in-law gave birth to twins last month.
My sister's wedding will be on Valentine's Day.
My uncle is single.
Both my husband and I work.
We send our daughter to a daycare centre when we go to work.
My cousin was born in China and grew up in Australia.
My sister is an accountant. She works in a joint venture.
Their children are grown up now.
I still live with my parents.
I keep in touch with my family regularly.
My mother is a housewife and my father is retired.
My mother, father passed away.
I miss my family very much.
My father runs a trading firm.
My parents met at college and got married after they graduated.
I got along very well with my mother-in-law.
My parents are going to take me on a trip to Korea next month.
Mind your manners.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Behave.
Behave yourself.
I expect you to be on your best behaviour.
Act like a lady.
Act like a gentleman.
Say excuse me.
Say thank you.
Say you're welcome.
Say please.
Clean up your room.
Pick up your room.
Pick up your clothes.
Put your toys away.
Make your bed.
Go wash your hands.
Go wash your face.
Go brush your teeth.
Comb your hair.
Be sure to wash behind your ears.
Sit up straight.
Don't slouch down in your chair.
Stand up straight.
Don't walk all bent over.
Stand tall.
Chew with your mouth closed.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Close your mouth whilst you're eating.
Put your napkin in your lap.
Get your elbows off the table.
You can't watch television until you finish your homework.
No television until you finish your homework.
Don't wolf your food down like that.
You'll get a stomachache.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat all your vegetables.
Finish your vegetables.
No dessert until you finish your vegetables.
No dessert unless you clean up your plate.
No dessert unless you finish your dinner.
Move back from the TV.
Turn that thing off.
Turn that music down.
Turn that racket down.
I can't hear myself think with all that racket.
Don't talk to strangers.
Don't take food or candy from somebody you don't know.
Don't play with that. You'll put your eyes out.
Look before you leap.
Look both ways before crossing the street.
Don't bother your father while he's driving.
Stop pestering your little brother.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands off your little brother.
Stop teasing your little sister.
Leave him alone.
Leave him be.
How many times have I told you to stop that?
How many times do I have to tell you?
If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times.
Why can't you behave?
When will you learn?
I've had it up to here with you.
Listen to me when I'm talking to you.
I'll give you what for.
Because I said so.
Do you want a spanking?
Do you want a time out?
Do you want to be grounded?
Go to your room.
I want you to go to your room and think about what you did.
You're grounded.
I'm grounding you.
Do as I say.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Is that clear?
Have I made myself clear?
Do I make myself clear?
Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Did you hear me?
Do you hear me?
Do you hear?
2.
I'm the picture of health.
I'm in the pink.
He looks great.
I'm looking good.
He's in top form.
He's at the top of his form.
I couldn't be better.
I feel like $1 million.
I feel like $1 million.
She looks like $1 million.
She looks like $1 million.
He's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I'm sound as a dollar.
I'm fresh as a daisy.
I'm healthy as a horse.
I'm fit as a fiddle.
You look tired.
You look like you need some sleep.
You look dreadful.
You look terrible.
You look like hell.
You look a sight.
You're a sight.
Look what the cat dragged in.
You look like something the cat dragged in.
You look like you've been to hell and back.
You look like you've been through a war.
You look like you've gone through the ringer.
You could stop a truck.
You could stop a clock.
That face could stop a clock.
Are you having a bad hair day?
You're as ugly as sin.
Are you okay?
Are you feeling okay?
Are you all right?
Do you feel all right?
You don't look well.
You don't look too good.
You don't look so good.
You look like death.
You look like death warmed over. You look a little peaked.
You look flushed.
You look pale.
You're pale.
You're white as a ghost.
I'm allergic to sulfur.
I'm allergic to penicillin.
I'm allergic to cats.
I'm allergic to dogs.
I'm allergic to pollen.
I'm allergic to dust.
I'm allergic to bees.
I'm allergic to bee stings.
I'm allergic to chocolate.
I'm allergic to shrimp.
I'm allergic to strawberries.
I can't have chocolate.
I can't eat strawberries.
I can't drink milk.
I can't have dairy products.
I can't digest milk.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I have hay fever.
Dairy products make me break out in a rash.
I have an environmental illness.
My allergies are acting up.
My sinuses are acting up.
My sinuses are bothering me.
My nose is clogged.
My nose is stuffed up.
My nose is congested.
My eyes are puffy.
My eyes itch.
My eyes are itchy.
My skin is breaking out.
I'm breaking out in hives.
I'm breaking out in hives.
I break out when I eat chocolate.
My skin itches whenever I eat shrimp.
I'm sick.
I feel sick.
I'm sick as a dog.
I feel funny.
I feel awful.
I feel downright awful.
I feel terrible.
I feel lousy.
I feel rotten.
I feel like hell.
I don't feel well.
I don't feel so well.
I don't feel quite right.
I feel ill.
I'm not feeling myself.
I'm feeling under the weather.
I'm a little under the weather.
I'm feeling a little down in the mouth.
I feel sick to my stomach.
I'm sick to my stomach.
I feel nauseous.
I feel like throwing up.
My head is killing me.
I've got a splitting headache.
My head is throbbing.
My head is pounding.
There's hammering inside my head.
I have a migraine.
I have an excruciating headache.
I'm dizzy.
The room is spinning.
I'm so dizzy I can't stand up.
I'm so dizzy I have to sit down.
I'm exhausted.
I need some rest.
I need a nap.
I need to take a day off.
I need a vacation.
My get up and go has got up and left.
Can I get you a glass of water?
Do you want a glass of water?
Would you like a glass of water?
Would a glass of water help?
Would you like to lie down?
Want to lie down?
Would you like some aspirin?
Want some aspirin?
Should I call a doctor?
Have you seen a doctor?
Is it catching?
Are you contagious?
Don't give it to me.
I don't want to catch it.
You need to relax.
You've been running around too much.
Your resistance is down.
It's been going around.
What's the matter?
What's the trouble with you?
What hurts with you?
What's troubling you?
What's bothering you?
Do you feel tired?
Are you feeling nausea?
What seems to be the matter?
What brings you here?
Describe what's wrong.
What seems to be the problem?
You look fit as a fiddle. What could be wrong?
Can you describe the problem?
Can you describe the symptoms?
Can you tell me what's wrong?
When did all this start?
When did the pain start?
How long has it been this way? How long has this been going on?
Did you have pains here before?
How long have you had this trouble?
Have you ever had this experience before?
Any pain here now?
What sort of pain do you get there?
Does it hurt when I do this?
Has this been a problem before?
Have you had this problem before?
Have you had this problem long?
How long have you had this problem?
Have you had this before?
Do you have difficulty breathing?
Do you have a fever?
How about your appetite?
What did you eat yesterday?
Have you taken anything for it?
Do you suffer from indigestion?
Do you always sweat?
How's your sleep?
Are your bowels acting properly? Are your bowels regular?
Is the cut still painful?
Do you cough?
Have you been coughing a lot?
How bad is it?
Are you bringing anything up when you cough?
How far pregnant are you?
Do you feel short of breath? Do you feel short-winded?
Do you see objects dimly?
Any trouble with your eyes?
Does light affect your eyes?
Periods regular?
Do you lose a lot? Are your periods heavy?
How often do you open your bowels?
Have you lost weight recently?
Have you had any operations?
Did you have a pain in the loins?
Do you have any problems with your skin?
Any itching of the skin?
Did you find any blood or mucus in your stool?
Are you allergic to any medication?
How long have you been diabetic?
Have you any palpitations?
Which tooth is troubling you?
Have you had an allergy before?
Does the sore catch you at all when you breathe?
Have you had any problems with your eyes before?
Put your tongue out.
Let me see your tongue.
I should say you've caught cold.
I should say you've got the flu.
It looks like measles.
It looks like bronchitis.
It looks like pneumonia.
Only indigestion due to too much rich food.
It looks like a rash.
How long have you had your cough?
Has your cough been proactive?
I want to take your temperature.
I want to take your blood pressure.
You'd better do an X-ray on the stomach.
I think you should re-examine your CBC now.
You must be hospitalized right now.
You must have your tooth extracted.
You need an injection.
I'll give you an injection.
I'll give you an injection first.
I think you need a shot to deaden the pain first.
You should be admitted to hospital immediately.
A cardiogram is necessary.
Now breathe in. Let it out.
Have you had a fever?
It's nothing serious. but you'd better stay in bed.
It's nothing serious, just a bit of bronchitis.
You'd better see a kidney specialist.
You'd better go to see a doctor of internal medicine.
I'd like to run some tests.
When was the last time you had a tetanus shot?
I'd like to take a blood sample.
Is there a history of diabetes in your family?
Is your mother living?
Is your father living?
What did your mother die of?
What did your father die of?
Do you have any allergies? Are you allergic to penicillin?
I'm bleeding.
It keeps bleeding.
It won't stop bleeding.
I'm bleeding like a stuck pig.
I'm pregnant.
I think I'm pregnant.
I've got a terrible cough.
I've got a temperature. I'm running a fever.
I've got a headache.
I'm feeling rather out of sorts these days.
I can't lift my left arm.
My whole body feels weak.
I don't feel like eating anything.
I feel all pooped out.
I've got a pain in my chest.
I've got a stomach ache.
I've got a sore throat.
I feel like vomiting.
I have a splitting headache.
I feel hot and cold.
I've got a pain in my back.
The pain has been keeping me awake.
I feel chilly and I feel like vomiting.
I have an upset stomach.
I have a heart condition.
I have a pacemaker.
I have arthritis. I've had this before.
This problem runs in the family.
All my father's relatives have this disease.
There's a bitter taste in my mouth.
My left eardrum has become infected.
Pain has been keeping me awake.
I have a bad, dry cough.
I've got an inflammation of the skin.
I can't raise my left hand.
My knees have not been right lately.
I've had 2 more movements this morning.
My eyes are feeling deadly distended pain.
My eyes water when I face the wind.
My eyesight is failing.
I feel an itch in my eyes.
My nose bleeds often.
I seem to have pain all over.
I've been sneezing all day.
I get cramp a bit when I'm in bed.
There's a kink in my neck.
I have a lump here.
It stings.
I've got a stinging sensation.
I feel weak.
I feel dizzy.
I feel feverish.
I'm having hot flushes.
I get the chills.
I can't put pressure on my foot.
I can't step down on my foot.
It burns when I go to the bathroom.
I've been throwing up.
I can't hold food down.
I lose my cookies. Lunch.
I've got morning sickness.
I lost my appetite 4 days ago. I've got diarrhea.
I've got the runs.
I'm constipated.
My eyes hurt in bright light.
My ears hurt when it's noisy.
My arm hurts when I move it like this.
It hurts here.
It hurts when I run.
It hurts after I eat.
It hurts when I breathe.
It hurts when I do this.
I can't sleep.
I have insomnia.
I lie awake all night long.
I've been really sleepy.
I'm always drowsy.
I can't seem to stay awake.
I have a pain in my back.
My back is sore.
I can't bend over.
I can't get up.
My back hurts.
I have an aching back.
I fell down the stairs.
I fell off a skateboard.
I got hit with a ball.
I got hit with a bat.
It was in an accident.
I pulled a muscle.
I strained a muscle.
I sprained my wrist.
I twisted my ankle.
My ankle is swollen.
It's all red and puffy.
Can it be cured?
Is it serious?
Is it broken?
Is it malignant?
Is it cancer?
Is it curable?
Is it treatable?
Can you do something about it?
Do I need stitches?
Do I need surgery?
Will my insurance cover this?
Do I have to stay overnight?
I'm well now.
I'm all better.
I'm completely over it.
I'm as good as new.
It's like it never happened.
I feel like a new person.
I've got a new lease on life.
I'm improving.
I'm getting better.
I'm getting over it.
I'm getting back on my feet.
I'm getting back on my legs.
I'm getting back to normal.
I'm on the road to recovery.
I'm bouncing back.
I'm out of the woods.
Things are looking up.
I've hit bottom and things are looking up.
I'm better now.
I'm better than I was.
I'm still under a doctor's care.
I'm still seeing a doctor.
I'm in therapy.
I'm still seeing a therapist.
I'm going to write you a prescription.
I'm going to give you a prescription.
I'm going to give you something for it.
I'm going to give you something for the pain.
I'll prescribe some sleeping pills for you.
I will keep the swelling down.
Try these pills. They will cure your stomach ache.
This medicine will relieve your pain.
This medicine is for external use only.
This is for reducing the fever.
This will give you quick relief.
This gargle will relieve your sore throat.
This is to keep the fever down.
This is for oral administration.
1 tablet each time, 3 times a day after a meal.
1 teaspoon daily.
1 teaspoon 3 times daily.
1 tablet 3 times daily.
2 capsules 3 times daily.
Take 3 times daily.
Take 4 times daily.
Take in the morning.
Take before going to bed.
Take as needed.
Take 2 of the pills each morning for 2 weeks.
Not to be taken more than 4 times within a 24-hour period.
Take after eating.
Take before eating.
This medication should be taken with meals.
This medication should be taken with food.
Do not eat for half an hour before or after taking this medicine.
Do not operate heavy machinery while taking this medication.
Do not drink alcohol.
Do not drive after taking this medication.
How are you feeling today?
Are you doing better today?
You look good.
You're looking really good.
I brought you some flowers.
I brought you some candy.
I came as soon as I heard.
I got here as soon as I could.
Have they figured out what's wrong?
How long will you be here?
When do you get to go home?
When are you going home?
When are you being released?
Is there anything you need?
Is there anything I can do?
Can I get you anything?
Should I call for the nurse?
Is the food as bad as they say?
How's the food?
How's your doctor?
I need help.
I've been depressed lately.
I'm lonely.
I'm scared.
I'm stressed out at work.
I'm under a lot of stress.
I'm under a lot of pressure.
I get really nervous in public.
I'm very anxious.
I'm really anxious.
I hear voices.
I see things that really aren't there.
I drink to excess.
I drink excessively.
I get drunk almost every day.
I probably drink more than I should.
I guess I drink more than most people I know.
I drink too much.
I've been drinking too much.
I am an alcoholic.
No one likes me.
No one loves me.
My boss hates me.
I hate my job.
I hate my boss.
I dread going to work.
I dread going home. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I can't describe it, really.
I can't express my anger.
I'm afraid to let my emotions show.
I'm afraid that people will laugh at me.
I let people walk all over me.
I get taken advantage of.
I let people take advantage of me.
I let myself be taken advantage of.
I can't say no.
I'm not assertive enough.
I'm not aggressive enough.
I found out she was having an affair.
I found out he was seeing someone behind my back.
I found out he was seeing someone else.
She's seeing someone on the side.
She's got someone on the side.
He's found somebody else.
She's found somebody new.
He's been fooling around.
We'd like to try to make it work.
We'd like to work it out.
We'd like to stay together.
The romance has gone out of our marriage.
The honeymoon is over.
I've fallen out of love.
I don't love her anymore.
She doesn't love me anymore.
We've drifted apart.
It's the little things that annoy me.
He never listens to me.
We never talk anymore.
He doesn't pay any attention to me.
He's always yelling.
He's never there when I need him.
He's always out with his friends.
I was molested as a child.
3.
Are you busy with your study this term?
Do you have a busy schedule this semester?
How many courses do you have for this semester?
How many compulsory courses do you have?
How many required courses do you take?
Do you have optional courses this semester?
Do you take English writing as a selective course?
Do you audit other courses?
Is college Chinese a compulsory subject or an optional subject?
I think you're overloaded.
I'm afraid that the course load is a little too heavy.
You don't have many courses this term, I think.
Will your credits be enough?
You didn't select many courses. Why?
Not really this term.
I was quite overloaded in the past 3 years.
I have 5 compulsory courses and 2 optional courses.
I don't have many courses this semester.
I am busy finding a job before my graduation.
I have 3 optional courses.
Don't worry, I can handle the courses well.
Are you ready for the final examination next Monday?
Are you ready for the final examination in English on this Saturday?
What's your mark in computer science?
Is CET Band 4 difficult to pass?
How did you manage to do that?
Congratulations.
I was told it was going to be a real beast.
You can't drop it.
You'd better start studying.
It's too late to regret.
I don't think it would be very smart.
I don't think studying all night is going to do you much good.
Well, good luck.
I'm afraid I'm nowhere near ready.
I don't know why I ever signed up for it.
I failed in the examination.
He failed a test in mathematics.
He flunked chemistry.
I got the first prize.
I got the second place.
This morning's exam was really a piece of cake.
I finished it within half an hour.
It is very easy.
It's hard. It's very difficult.
It was so difficult that many of us failed.
It is far from being easy.
Examinations. I hate examinations. Maybe I'll just pull an all-nighter.
What's your major?
What did you specialise in?
What field did you major in?
What subjects are you studying?
What are you going to study?
What courses are you planning to take?
What subjects are you going to study at the university?
What's the title of your thesis paper?
It's not easy to develop your paper on this topic, is it?
I major in linguistics.
I'm taking mathematics.
Computer science is my field of study.
I specialised in organic chemistry.
Civil engineering is my major.
In college, I specialise in civil architecture.
I major in English literature.
I have a course in British literature this semester.
I take world history as my major.
I'm an economic major.
I take education psychology as my major.
I'm a medical student.
I'm a physics major.
I'm taking biochemistry.
I'm working on a master's degree in computer science.
I'm going to start my doctorate in nuclear physics.
I'm going to start my doctorate in biochemistry next year.
I'm thinking of taking the course in modern art.
I'm going to attend the lectures given by Prof. Johnson.
I'm going to Beijing University to do postgraduate work in English.
I'm going to Harvard University to do postgraduate work. I may get a grant to study abroad.
I still have to fill 16 hours in my major.
I'm taking an elective in nuclear physics.
I still need 4 more credits in psychology.
I'd like to apply for a library card.
Must I apply for a library card?
Would you please tell me how to use the card catalogue?
Have you got the latest issue of The Knowledge of English?
Can I borrow these magazines?
Have you got the issue of the magazine that has come out recently?
I want a detective story, please.
Could I borrow some books on natural science?
I'd like to find a book on geography.
Could you recommend me a book on biology?
I'd like to borrow a book on computer technology.
What would you suggest for me to read?
Can you show me how to find books in the stacks here?
How can I get some help in finding a particular book?
I couldn't find that book in the stacks. Would you help me to find it?
I want to check this book out of the library.
When is it due back?
How long can I keep it?
How many books can I borrow at a time? Can I keep this book a little longer?
I'd like to keep it for another 2 weeks.
I'd like to renew it for 1 more week.
I'd like to renew the book for another week. Please consult the card catalogue first.
I can tell you how to use the card catalogue.
Please fill out the call slip first.
You can find the book in the card catalogue.
You can have a hold-in at the library for the book.
You can't take them home, but you can photocopy the particular article you want.
You'd better look under the subject heading.
I'm sorry, but the book is out.
The book you want is taken.
I'm sorry, your book can't be located.
This book is very much in demand.
How long will you keep it?
It's due 2 weeks from today.
You can come in and renew it when it is due.
You have to check in the book within 2 weeks.
You may not keep it for over 3 weeks.
You'll have to pay fines if you can't return the book in time.
Your books are 3 days overdue.
I'm afraid your books are 2 days overdue.
You'll have to pay fines. 4.
There is going to be a shower this evening, isn't there?
There is going to be a storm this evening, isn't there?
What's the weather like tomorrow?
I wonder if it's going to rain tomorrow.
I wonder if it's going to snow tomorrow.
I wonder if it's going to blow a wind tomorrow.
I wonder if it's going to become clear tomorrow.
What's the weather forecast for tomorrow?
What does the weather forecast say?
Do you think it will rain?
Do you think it will snow?
There's much wind today.
There's much rain today.
There's hardly a breath of air.
The wind is getting up.
There's a light air today.
There's a light breeze today.
There's going to be a gentle breeze tomorrow.
There's going to be a moderate breeze tomorrow.
There's going to be a fresh breeze tomorrow.
There's going to be a strong breeze tomorrow.
It's fine today.
It's a lovely day.
It's sunny, but quite cold.
It's extremely hot and muggy.
It's been like this for a week.
It's quite different from the weather forecast. It does make a change, doesn't it?
It's good to see the sun again.
What have you been doing all these days?
What do you do at weekends?
Are you so busy on Sunday as well?
Do you have holidays every year?
How about your company's economic benefits?
Do you often drop in on your friends?
What time do you get up every day?
How do you usually go to work?
Are you usually on day shift or night shift?
Do you often work an extra shift?
What do you quarrel about?
Are you and Li Ning going to get married?
What is your blood type?
You are the type AB, aren't you?
How do you get to work?
Where have you been?
Have you ever been to Korea?
I often watch TV for a while and then do some reading.
I did have a busy weekend.
I usually go to bed at about 11 o'clock.
I used to go shopping or visit friends, or watch TV at the weekends.
I went to Korea on business last month.
I like travel more than anything else, but I don't have holidays.
I don't care for milk. I prefer tea.
I enjoy reading.
I'll be staying in France for a couple of days.
My family are very hospitable.
I often go to London to see my mother.
My wife works at home.
She cooks, cleans, and takes care of the children.
I want to marry Li Ning at the weekend.
I love him, and I have no other choices.
How lucky I am. My boyfriend is A.
I heard a woman with type O and a man with type B get along very well.
Have a smoke, will you?
Help yourself to a cigarette.
Would you like a cigarette?
Go ahead and suit yourself.
Won't you have a smoke?
I've got a packet of Marlboro. Would you like to try one?
Are you smoking a lot?
Are you smoking less?
Did you have to stop smoking?
Do you smoke this kind of cigarettes?
How many a day?
Do you mind my smoking?
Have you got a book of matches?
Have you got a lighter?
Please have mine. I owe you one from yesterday.
Please have one of mine. I always seem to be smoking yours.
All right then, but next time you must have one of mine.
Smoking can make you feel relaxed.
Stub out your cigarette in the ashtray.
You'd better not throw cigarette ends here and there.
I'm allergic to smoke.
No thanks. I've just put one out.
OK, I'll have one.
No thanks. I've got a bit of a cough.
No thanks, I've got a sore throat.
No thanks. I'm trying to stop smoking.
No thanks, I've given up smoking.
No thanks. I don't feel like one at the moment.
Do you know what's on the box tonight?
What's showing just now?
What television shows do you usually watch?
What's on Channel 6 this evening?
What do you want to watch tonight?
What's on TV tonight?
Did you watch TV last night?
Do you know there'll be a football match tonight?
Do you know what channel the Olympic Games are on?
Do you have a TV guide?
Do you know what's on following the weather forecast?
What do you think of the TV series?
What's the film series called?
What's your favourite TV programme?
Shall we switch to another channel?
Can we find something else?
When does the show begin?
There are too many advertisements on TV. I don't watch.
There are too many commercials on TV.
Advertisements on TV are really a nuisance.
TV serials always keep you in suspense.
Most of the programmes are not to my taste.
I like to watch a track and field match.
I really like the Western.
I really like the sports programmes and the news shows.
I really like the quiz show on Channel 4 at 8 p.m.
I like to watch a football match.
I don't think much about the programmes. I don't think much about the TV series.
I wonder if this is live television.
A football match from Channel 3. I'd really like to see it.
A fashion show is on Channel 8. I'd really like to see it.
Do you like physical education?
What kind of exercise do you like best?
What's your favourite sports?
Would you like to go running?
Do you like to play tennis?
Do you like to play table tennis?
Which do you prefer, football, basketball or table tennis?
Do you like to jump?
How many metres in height can you jump?
Do you like field games?
How long would you run for a 100-metre run?
Do you like the 100 metres sprint?
Lucian has got a good chance of winning the hurdle race.
I play tennis a lot.
I like to play basketball.
I used to be great at skating when I was a boy.
I like to go running.
I like to watch football matches.
I've been taking part in physical training.
To build up our physique is very important.
I am one of the top seeds.
I ran the 400 metres in record time.
I'm in good form.
I've still got a lot of run in me after the race.
I'm looking very well. I try to keep on doing exercises every day. 5.
How do you want to travel?
A first class, a coach, or an economy ticket.
What time of the ticket do you want?
One way or round trip.
Sorry, all the tickets you want have been booked out.
You can book the ticket tomorrow.
Do you want to collect the tickets now?
What airline are you flying?
Here is your ticket.
It's all in order now.
Please change the boarding check as soon as possible.
Your flight is boarding at gate 6.
The rate for excess luggage is $7 per kilogram.
Here is your boarding card.
Your luggage should be registered.
Please press the call button if you have something to say.
Please fasten your seatbelt.
I'd like to reserve 2 tickets to Athens.
Are the flights to Atlanta non-stop?
Can I break my journey at Athens?
Can I fly to Memphis next Friday?
Do I have to change planes at New York?
How much is the fare?
How much is the fare for a round trip?
How much luggage can I take with me?
How long does it take to fly from Beijing to New York?
Where do I board the plane?
When do we arrive in Athens?
How many flights are there from here to LA every week?
What time am I supposed to check in?
What time does the plane take off?
What time can we set on the plane?
I'd like to reconfirm my plane reservation. Is there a meal on the flight?
I don't know how to adjust my seat.
I'd prefer a night coach.
I'd like a morning flight.
I'd like a night flight.
I want an economy open return ticket.
I'd prefer an aisle seat.
Will you give me some pills for motion sickness?
My ears feel a little funny.
Can you tell me how to fasten my seatbelt?
What's the allowance of luggage?
Could you please direct us to gate 12?
We usually sell the tickets in next 3 days.
Is there a non-stop train to there?
You have to change another train in the middle.
The tickets are good for 3 days.
A child's ticket costs half the price.
Datching ticket on the train is allowed.
You'll have to change at Xi'an for Beijing.
Mind you don't miss the train.
It's due in at 7:10.
The train is delayed half an hour.
There's a saving if you get the round trip.
I'd like to book a berth on train 32 for New York.
Is there a non-stop from San Francisco to Chicago?
Can we go direct or do we have to change?
What's the fare to San Francisco, please?
Can we take this train to New York?
How much is the ticket to Victoria?
At what time is the train from Victoria due in?
When does the train leave?
Which train should I take for Shanghai, please?
How much is a first-class return ticket?
Second class, window seats, please.
Where can I buy a platform ticket?
Is this seat taken?
Is this seat free?
What's the next train for Shanghai, please? One-way tickets to Fuzhou today.
When does the next train leave?
Which platform, please?
Can you let me know where to get off?
It's your stop.
Have you bought the ticket?
You're going the wrong way.
Haven't you bought the ticket?
Any more fares, please?
Could you please show your commuter's pass?
Don't worry. I'll call you when your stop is coming.
Don't worry, your stop hasn't arrived yet.
The second stop after this is your position.
You don't need to change.
The bus runs about every 5 minutes.
Do you go to the railway station?
Do you go to the zoo?
Am I right for the station?
Does this bus go to Zhongshan Park?
Please tell me when we get to Chinatown.
How many stops before Chinatown?
Is this the right stop for Chinatown?
When does the first bus to the airport run?
Do I have to change anywhere?
How often does the number 5 bus run?
Where does the number 5 bus stop?
Where is the nearest bus stop?
Is this where I can catch a bus to the art gallery?
Where to, please?
Step in, please.
Please ensure the door has been closed.
Bang the door, please.
Where do you want to go?
May I stop here?
Sorry, no parking here.
Sorry, no left turning here.
I have to look for a parking space.
There is a park in front.
There is a no parking designation in front.
I can't break the traffic rules.
You can't ask me to break the rules.
It's too dangerous to overtake.
I know this street very well.
Don't worry, I can make it.
If no jam, we can get there on time.
Could you take me to the airport?
Please take me to this address.
Just drop me here. I can walk the rest of the way.
Can you stop here for a minute?
I've got to catch the 7:20 train.
Can you make it?
Just draw up here and I'll get out.
I'll get off in front.
Could you stop here?
Here's the fare and keep the change.
Here you are. You can keep the change.
6.
How are you?
May I help you?
Would you give me your business card?
How do you?
Nice to see you.
Can I have your name, please? How do you pronounce your last name?
Do you have an appointment?
Would you please tell me what you wish to see him about?
I can't make an appointment for you unless you state your business.
Mr. Lee is waiting for you at his office.
Mr. White is expecting you. I'll tell him that you're here.
Please follow me and I will take you to his office.
I am afraid he is not available now.
I am sorry, he is in conference now.
I'm sorry, she is occupied at the moment.
I am sorry to have kept you waiting.
Would you please have a seat and wait for a moment?
Can you make it another day?
He is expecting you. I will tell him you are here.
He is not available now. Would you wait for a moment?
Would you be good enough to tell me what you wish to see him about?
May I speak to Mr. Henry?
What's your telephone number, please?
I'm sure that he will get the message.
Hello, Great Wall Company.
Hello, 8577 9621.
To whom do you wish to speak to?
Whom are you calling?
Who's calling, please?
What department are you calling?
There is nobody here by that name.
Sorry, wrong number.
Hold the line a minute.
1 moment, please.
He is off today.
What a pity. He is on a business trip.
He has been transferred to the head office.
Would you like to leave a message?
May I ask what it's about?
Could you tell me what it's about, please?
May I know your telephone number?
Can you call back later?
I will tell him as soon as he comes back.